Hi there, in this video you're going to learn about markup. Your objectives for today are to solve real-world problems involving markup. First thing I need you to do is remember that the percent equation is part equals percent as a decimal times your whole. And the percent proportion is part over whole equals percent over 100. So let's start off with what markup means. Markup is when a store sells items for more than it pays for. Okay, this is the percent of markup is a percent of increase. So think about it like this. If a store only pays for a shirt, a store only pays $5 for a shirt, okay? And then turns around and sells it for $10. The markup would be $5, right? The selling price is $10. That's the price that they're actually selling to the consumers. Okay, so the amount that the customer pays for the item is the selling price. So there are a few different ways of solving these types of problems. Method 1 is to find the amount of the markup first and then add later. So let's look at an example of doing that. Find the selling price if a store pays $42 for a pair of inline skates and the markup is 25%. Okay, so we know that the store pays $42. Now they're marking up this price an extra 25%. Okay, so let's first figure out what that markup is. So 25% of $42 is what number? So 25%, right? Move the decimal over 2 places to the left. So you're doing 0.25 times 42. 0.25 times 42 is $10.50. So this $10.50 is the markup, okay? That represents 25% of $42. Now, once you know the markup, you just add the markup to the total cost. So $10.50 plus $42 gets you $52.50. So you, the consumer, would be paying $52.50, okay, even though the store only paid $42 for those skates. That's how these stores make money. All right, there's another way you could do this. You could find the total percent that you, the consumer, will be paying for it. Okay, so think about it like this. $42 represents 100% of the cost, right, that the store paid for. So the store pays for $42, 100% of the cost. Now, you are paying an additional 25%. So you are actually paying for 125% of this total cost. All right, so all I did was add 100%, right? That's what this represents, plus 25% to get 125%. So figure out what is 125% of $42. Move the decimal over 2 places to the left to get 1.25 times 42. Multiply and you get $52.50. So using either method, the selling price ends up being $52.50. Now, if you don't like using the percent equation, if you would rather use a percent proportion, that's cool too, okay? This is method 1. So find 25% of $42 first, right? Find the markup price. You would do x over 42 equals 25 over 100, and then just go ahead and solve. So if after you solve, you would get cross multiply, right? Make them equal to each other. And solve, you would get $10.50 is 25% of $42. So that would represent the markup. Then you would add your markup, the $10.50, right, to the original cost, which is 42, to get $52.50. Or you could solve it using method 2, which is find the percent that you're paying first. So you're actually paying 125%, right? So it would be x over 42, part over whole equals percent, 125% over 100. Cross multiply and solve, you would get $52.50 is 125% of $42, okay? That would be the total with the markup. Okay, so some concluding thoughts. You could either find the markup first and then, sorry about that, add it later, or you can just go straight to finding out the total percent you are actually paying for. Okay, so either way works. Find the markup first and then add it later, or just go straight to figuring out what percent you, the consumer, are actually paying for. All right, I hope you learned about markup. Thank you for watching.